Hello there. Welcome on in. Are you nice and comfortable how you're laying down? Do you need another pillow, another blanket, or anything before we get started? Okay, you just let me know, okay? Wonderful. So, you are here today for a bit of a spa treatment of sorts. Yes, so your appointment today is very much geared to that time of the month where things can be a little bit uncomfortable or painful, even stressful. Yes, so we've created this session of sorts to help relieve some of that stress, some of that pain, discomfort, and even hopefully educate you on some things. So in the future months, you can perhaps be a little bit more comfortable. Okay? Wonderful. So our main goal today is to keep you nice and calm and relaxed. But throughout the entire session, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you just let me know, okay? Good. So, just to get started, I have a couple questions for you, my dear. Okay. Can you just confirm your name for me real quick? Good. Good. Now, I have a couple questions, and if any of these questions make you uncomfortable or you'd rather not answer, that's perfectly fine too, okay? Wonderful. So, when was the first day of your cycle? Okay. Would you say that it's pretty regular for you? And are you on any medications? Any vitamins? And then, of course, are you on any form of birth control, whether that be the pill, the shot, implants, anything of that nature? Okay. Okay. Is there any sort of history of endometriosis for yourself, of your family, anything like that? Okay. And then, just for today, if you could rate your current pain or discomfort for me, 1 being nothing whatsoever, and 10 being very uncomfortable pain, where would you rate yourself about right now? Okay. And is there anything else that you would like me to know before we get started? Okay. Okay, so today we are going to be offering you a variety of treatments or options to help you feel a little bit more comfortable. Now, throughout today, I will be touching your stomach, maybe your legs, your feet, your hands. Is that all right with you? Are you comfortable with that? Okay. I promise it will not be harsh touches or anything. It will be very gentle against your stomach here. Just don't want to cause you any more discomfort, of course. So, although we are going to be diving into a couple different varieties of pain relief or just ways to make you more relaxed, I don't want you to be uncomfortable at the beginning of this session. So I can offer you some different pain relievers if you would like one. I don't know if you've taken any today. Okay. Right. Well, we pretty much have everything you could think of. Aleve, Midol, Motrin, ibuprofen, Tylenol. And the list pretty much goes on and on. Everyone's body is different, and pain medications can affect each person very differently. So something might work for one person's cycle and it will do nothing for another's, okay? So throughout the entire appointment and session today, if you would like any sort of pain reliever, you just let me know and I can grab that for you. Good. Nothing we do today should cause you any sort of pain or discomfort. This should really be about relieving that discomfort for you, making you feel more relaxed and calm. Yay. Good. Now, just to get started, I would recommend we place some various heating pads along your body. Yes, so if you're comfortable with that, I have some that are preheated. They're nice and warm and cozy. They smell fantastic. And for you, just to start this session, I would place one along your tummy here. I would also place one along kind of your sides and your back, just because of that lower back pain that can come with some of that cramping and discomfort. Okay, so we would put one on the tummy, along the back, and just to further that relaxation, I would like to put one along your neck too. A lot of us hold tension in our shoulders here and along our neck, so I just want to head to toe have you fully relaxed. So does that sound all right? Okay, let me grab those heating pads for you. So to start off, I have this neck heating pad here. You can probably hear kind of the movement inside it. And it's nice and warm for you, not too hot. It won't burn you, but it's just a nice warm temperature. So when we put it around your neck here, it's going to help ease some of that tension that you're carrying and just help to further relax you, of course, okay? Okay, I'm gonna place this around your neck. You let me know if it's comfortable. Okay. Okay, and this side here. Okay. Now, how does that feel around your neck? Let me just adjust it a little bit for you. Okay. Just a little bit. There. I think that looks nice and set for you. Good. And at any point during the rest of this session, the heating pads get uncomfortable, cold, we can take them off, or I can of course reheat them for you as well. Yes, they very much add to the relaxation, and it's a great way to start a session like this. And for your stomach and your back, it's really gonna help if you're in any sort of pain or discomfort, okay? Okay, let me grab those other ones for you. Alright, so this one here, this is a smaller one, you could say, but it's going to fit along your lower back, and kind of the sides will go up your hips a little bit. So really covering that lower back pain. So I'm just going to kind of lift the blanket up here, and if you can kind of just rotate your hips up just a little bit for me so I can slide this under and really get this warmth on your lower back to relieve any of that discomfort, okay? Okay, so just going to lift this real quick, okay? So you can just kind of lift up your back and your hips just a little bit. Is that okay for you? Okay, good. Now, I'm just going to slide this underneath. There we go. Now go ahead and place your hips back down. Does that feel okay on your back? Because we can most definitely adjust it for you. Okay, that should be pretty good. Just fully lay down. Good. Is that getting like around your hips, your back? Good. Okay. Does it feel okay? Good. Good. Okay. There's that one. The last one that I'm going to place is a little bit longer. Can be really good for the back and shoulders, but for today I'm going to place it on your tummy. Okay? Good. So the weight of it shouldn't be uncomfortable, but if it is uncomfortable, just let me know. But a lot of people think that it's very relaxing to have that weight against your stomach, and the warmth and the heat is really going to help with any of the cramping or the pain that you're feeling, okay? Now, how does that feel against your stomach? We can move it a little bit lower down your hips, down your pelvis. We can do it a little bit higher to your upper stomach. How's that feel? Okay, good, good. And then we have flaps here. I'm just gonna kind of wrap around your sides just a little bit so that we're getting any areas that might be a little tense right now. Okay, good. Okay, there's those three set for us. Great. So now that we have those heating pads placed, does that feel good where your discomfort or pain level has gone down at all? Right, yeah. More relaxing, definitely, and the warmth is just in general gonna make everybody very calm, ready for a nap, of course. Okay, good. So just to continue with some other steps for relaxation and making you as comfortable as possible during this little spa session here, I do have some teas for you. I realize you're kind of laying down, but we have you angled a little bit up so that you could sip on some tea throughout our conversation and some of the different movements I'm going to do along your body here. Of course. Okay, let me just show you a couple that I have options for you. Now, I have this lemon and ginger tea here, which is very nice. It's a fresh taste, you could say. Yes, all of these that I'm going to offer you are caffeine free. So we have lemon ginger. I have this one from the holiday season, which is an Eggnog Tea, which might sound a little funny, but it is quite delicious. If you like some of the holiday festive tastes, then this one might be a good fit for you. I have a Breathe Easy tea here. with the cold weather and everything, sometimes this is very refreshing to get some nice oxygen going through your body. That's going to help you with relaxation in general and to feel better with some of your pain relief. And then I have this one here, which is a rather basic chamomile tea. And chamomile is fantastic for relaxation. Okay, let me go ahead and make that tea for you while you just sit here and let these heating pads kind of do their job, okay? I'm also going to bring you a water. It is very important that you stay hydrated during this time of the month. A lot of us neglect that, and it is very important for the well-being of our body. So I'm going to bring you back some water and some tea that you can sip on for the rest of our time together. Okay. To grab this chamomile here. Alright, so I have 2 containers here for you. We're gonna have this water bottle here. Yes, it's rather big, but we want you to stay nice and hydrated. Being dehydrated during this time can only add to your symptoms, I'm afraid. So it's very important that you just stay nice and hydrated. And having a big water bottle around like this is very helpful, okay? So I'm going to set this right beside you so you can grab it whenever you need to, okay? And then, of course, we have the tea here. It's a little warm, so be careful, but it's that nice chamomile tea that's going to help you fully to relax, ease some of those muscle aches. Exactly, okay? So both of these are going to be sitting just right here beside you, okay? Good. Alright, so now that you're kind of situated, we have you comfortable, you have some water and tea to sip on, I want to go ahead and do a few pressure points on you that can help with your symptoms. So some of these points will help with pain relief for you during this time. And some of them will also help with other symptoms that you might be facing during this time of the month. So if you don't mind, of course, for these points I'm going to be touching a couple spots on your tummy, on your feet, and your hands. Okay. Okay, so our first spot, I'm just going to do your hands. So I'll just show you on me. It's going to be for pain relief, and this can help you with other sorts of pain. I know a lot of people use it for migraines and headaches as well. But the pressure point is going to be between your thumb and your pointer finger. So kind of this space right here. Right here. And you're going to go ahead and squeeze in between that space. And this pressure point is going to help alleviate some of that discomfort. Okay, so can I see your hands? Good. So I'm just going to take both of your hands. I'm going to rub a little bit. And I'm just going to press my thumbs into that spot, kind of that fleshy area there. And we're just going to hold it and breathe, okay? Good. a very easy pressure point that you can do on yourself if you start to feel some pain during your day. Good. That pressure okay? Good. Breathe. Good, good, good. Okay. Good. You can rest your arms and your hands back down. So the next point that I want to do is the first one on your stomach. So it's going to be about an inch below your belly button. Okay. And I know that you are sore and very uncomfortable. So we're going to do this kind of as a light touch, and we're going to gauge how much pressure you want me to use for this point. Okay. So you just let me know if you like a little bit more pressure, less pressure. Okay, good. So I'm just going to kind of feel under the heating pad here along your stomach for your belly button. Okay. Just gonna fold that heating pad over real quick, okay? Now, just about an inch below your belly button, okay? And I'm just gonna press down, just a light pressure. Does that feel okay? Okay. And this can help with some of your discomfort as well as some other symptoms that will come with that time of the month, PMS, all that fun stuff. Is that pressure okay? Okay. Now this one you're gonna have to gauge for yourself. If you're at a place where you feel like touching your stomach or pressing on your stomach is okay, then it's a great pressure point to do. If you're in a lot of pain though, maybe not the right one. Maybe work on the hand for a little bit. See if you can tone down your discomfort a little bit before you're gonna press right below your belly button there. Okay? Just breathe. So just moving down the body, there are some more points that are closer to your hip bones. They're a little bit inward from your hip bones. And just this one we mentioned here, it can help kind of alleviate some of that pressure, pain, or other symptoms that you might be facing during this time. Alright, so I'm just gonna feel for your hip bones here, and it's just a couple finger steps inward from your hip bones. Okay, both sides here, and just gonna press. Once again, let me know if the pressure is okay, and breathe. You doing okay? Good. And rub the tummy. Place the heating pad back over top of you. It's still pretty warm, so that should definitely help keep that pain at a manageable level for you. Okay, so our last pressure point that I'll be doing today is on the top of your foot. Okay, so I'm just gonna do it on both feet here. And if you think about the top of your foot and your big toe, if you go to the bottom of your big toe and between your second toe, you're gonna press right there. Does that make sense? Yes, so as your toes kind of come together, you're gonna press right there on the top of your foot. Okay. For this point, it can be uncomfortable for some people. A little painful. So if it is, just please let me know and I can do a lighter pressure for that specific point. Okay, so I'm just going to hold this back a little bit for me here so I can see your little toes. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and press with my thumb those spots on the tops of your feet. Okay? Good. Okay, there we go. Yep, just keep breathing. Is that pressure okay for you? Good. Good. All right. And I may come back to these specific points on you as we're continuing the rest of our session here. Okay. Good. Alright, yep, you can just go ahead and sip on some of that water and tea. Good. I'm gonna go ahead and grab an essential oil just to further the relaxation for you, my dear. So here I have just some lavender essential oil. Good. I'm just gonna kind of sweep this under your nose a little bit just to add to the relaxation. Because if you feel relaxed, it can help relieve some of those cramps, pain, tension. Yeah, just nice deep breaths for me. Good, good. Right. So I'm just going to let you kind of relax for a little bit before we talk about some other steps and things that you can do to make yourself feel better. Is your pain level okay where I can kind of touch along your stomach, kind of give you a bit of a massage, if you will? Okay, good. So, just going to do some light touches along your stomach, even down the sides of your hips here, down your legs. Okay. Good. Good. getting pads feeling? Do you need them to be warmed up or anything? Okay. You just let me know if we need to switch those out, okay? Good. Pressure's all right. Okay, good. Sides here, just along your hips. Alright, so how would you currently rate your pain level? Good, so it's improved. That's what I like to hear. So, just as you continue to lay here, relax, sip that tea, I just thought I would offer you some other suggestions, things that we can do to help feel better or relieve pain and discomfort. Okay? Good. So, how do you feel about yoga? No, I'm not going to make you do poses today. Today is just about you kind of being pampered a bit, okay? But yoga can be very beneficial, and there are lots of people that have the benefits during select times, and can feel better from those particular poses within yoga, okay? Okay, so I just wanted to tell you about a couple. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 yoga poses that are usually recommended to relieve some of the symptoms of PMS. Okay. Perfect. Now I can kind of describe to you what exactly they are if you're not fully familiar with different yoga poses, but I do have some reference on my phone as well. Would you like to see some? Yeah, okay. A lot of people like to have a bit of a photo reference, if you will. Okay, let me just... Okay. So the first recommended pose is called Child's Pose. And it's essentially where you're sitting on the ground, kind of crisscross applesauce, and you're gonna stretch your arms out and lay them on the floor. Yeah. So it's something kind of like this. Yep, with your hands and your head leaning on the floor best you can. And that's Child's Pose. So, next up, I have the forward fold, I believe. Yes. So, this is obviously not everyone can lean this far over, but you can kind of work up to that point. So this is the forward fold. It's gonna lengthen the spine. Stretch the hips out. This is really good to ease that back pain or discomfort. Yeah, and just leaning all the way over. You can see she's grasping her elbows there. And yeah, this is just a really good one to help with hip pain, back pain. That's usually what that one's recommended for, okay? Okay. Knees to chest pose is the next one, and it's fairly simple, but I'll show you. So this is knees to chest. Yeah, this is gonna also relax the back and the stomach muscles. Gonna help relax those tummy muscles. Yeah. So you're just gonna lay on the floor, bring your knees up, kind of hold your knees, and you can even kind of do a rocking motion, kind of back and forth on your back a little bit. And for some people, this can kind of act as a massage for your lower back. So if you are experiencing some discomfort, this is a great pose because you're not only going to relax these stomach muscles here, help to ease any of those cramps, but you can also help with that lower back pain by that rocking motion. And it's a very easy pose. Yeah, it's perfectly acceptable for beginners. Next, I think I have spine twist for you. This one is a really good one. I like to do this one for meditation, but here's a little bit. So it's going to ease the nerves and the pain. You can kind of see that your leg is over your body while you're stretching your arm, and your other leg is twisting with your body. Kind of why it's called spine twist. But yeah, this is really going to help kind of with those painful spots in your nerves. Going to help lengthen the spine and just help you to relax a little bit more if you are into meditation. As I said, that's a good one. So is the first one. The child's pose is really nice for meditation too, and lengthening that spine. The last one I have is cat-cow. A lot of people have seen this one, but they don't know that's what it's called. So here, show you, my dear. That is cat-cow. And you're basically moving slowly into these poses. This is a great warm-up for the body as well. It's going to help relieve cramps with this slow movement. Yeah, you kind of inhale around the spine and exhale, arch the back. Relaxes the stomach. Just a nice way to move the body in a nice, slow, and delicate motion to help relieve some of those discomforts. Okay, so just some suggestions for you if you want to look into doing different yoga, just some other options to help relieve some of that discomfort. All right. Okay. So some other tips that we like to offer is a lot of people don't think about it, but during this time, it's usually wise to try and avoid other painful situations. So that could be like a dentist appointment or a different doctor's appointment where you might have some discomfort. Your body is already kind of in a discomfort place. It's not in the most calming or relaxing state. So we usually recommend that you avoid those type of appointments or really extra stress. I know we sometimes can't help that with stress in our lives, but if you can, try and reduce the stress. It's most definitely going to help with your relaxation, feeling better, getting restful sleep, of course. And while some exercise is usually recommended during your cycle, it can be very beneficial for some people. It's not recommended that you go fully hardcore and you push yourself too hard, because that can just make you more tired, pull more of your muscles, so you're going to be in more pain, or even kind of agitate the cramping or discomfort that you're already experiencing. So minor and light exercise is a better way to go. You don't want to push yourself too much, because then you could just be causing more discomfort. And it's very important to listen to your body, because your body is different from my body, so your form of light exercise could be different from my form of light exercise. Does that make sense? Yes, and some people do very well with harder exercise, but if you really are experiencing a lot of discomfort, like you kind of mentioned during your cycle, then it might be best to relax a little bit. And once you find some alternate ways, perhaps you'll learn some things today. Once it's more under control, then if you see fit, you could push yourself a little bit more with exercise or more activities. Okay. Good. Okay. We also recommend some diet changes. As I said, more water. That's something that everyone, all humans, can benefit from, but a lot of us tend to forget to drink more water, and being dehydrated is just another unwanted symptom at this point, right? So that water bottle that I gave you, you can feel free to take that home. It's a great large water bottle, so you can fill it up and drink it throughout your day just to get some sort of hydration. Yes, I know that some people prefer like Gatorades or Powerades or different things like that as well, but you know, you can just stick to water and get as much in as you can, kind of keep track. I know that there's about 1 million different apps out there where you can track or play games on how much water you take in a day. Okay. Along with that, it's usually recommended that you cut back on salts, although that can be a craving for a lot of us. Salty foods, it can kind of, help dehydrate you, and in some cases make your cramping a little bit worse. So it's kind of good to have a balance. You don't have to completely cut out the salty foods, but if you do, just make sure that you are rehydrating yourself so that you don't get any of those side effects. As always, it's recommended, more fruits and veggie, leafy greens is really good. Yeah, of course, healthy things, but some people really like smoothies, because then you can get some of, the different vitamins and those leafy greens or the fruits all in one. That kind of makes a good meal or drink during this time, just to get some added energy boosts. And of course, this depends on your personal preference, of course. Let's see. Even some nuts are recommended as a really good food that can kind of help combat some of your PMS symptoms, oddly enough, yeah. And I can have a list of all of these suggestions and tips for you printed off before you leave. And as I said, this isn't like a direct order of things you must do, have to do. You got to adjust them for your body and what works best for you, of course. Okay. And then it is recommended as well to limit alcohol intake and caffeine intake. Now this can be different for different people, but sometimes caffeine can be a trigger in the body, make those symptoms worse. Oddly enough, I know it's very hard for me. I can't really go without my cup of coffee in the morning, but and then, you know, for other people, sometimes alcohol can be that way. So maybe you don't need that glass of wine, or maybe you do. Yes, it's entirely up to you on what you think you need or what's best for you. If you'd like a lovely glass of wine at the end of your day to help you relax and calm down, you should go for it. But I don't know if you should be doing like a bunch of shots during this time. Yeah, it's just a way to help keep your body nice and healthy and kind of to combat the symptoms so that you don't have added things on top of what you have to go through every month already. So vitamins too, let's see. So vitamin B6, let's see, that's a good one for moods. If you might feel like you have a lot of mood swings, or you know, just if you're kind of feeling up and down during this time, that's a great vitamin for that. We also recommend magnesium for some of the PMS symptoms. And of course, this will depend on if you are taking any medications or vitamins already. You should always check with your doctor if they recommend these specific vitamins, because it's more of a general term to suggest to people that come in. Yes, and I will make sure that I have the vitamin list for you as well, just so you can have some options if you're noticing your moods are a little bit off and you want to try that, or you know, just an extra magnesium to try to go against some of those symptoms. Okay, lovely. So to end your session today, I'm gonna go ahead and just give you some more massage. How's your pain level? Good. Okay. Just gentle touches. You can close your eyes. You are feel free to fall asleep if you like. Relax afterwards. We're not going to kick you out. You have some time after your session today. Okay, so if you just want to close your eyes, relax, whatever you see fit, I'm just going to kind of help relax you a little bit further. Okay. And then whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and come up to the front desk and I'll have that printed out for you with all the information and you'll be good to go. Okay, let's get started for you. Alright, so how are those heating pads? Okay, I'll go ahead and take the one that's on your neck off. Do you want this reheated, or are you done with it? Okay. And what about this one on your stomach and the one on your back? Okay, we'll just leave those for now then. Okay. Just relax for me.